So my dad asked me to come over to his house. He wanted some help for some stuff. He's like, my email doesn't work anymore. And I said, oh, the email doesn't work. Oh, God, not again. And so it turns out that there was some weird Microsoft update. It actually wasn't his fault. It was messed up. He was just trying to open up a different link and it didn't work. So he's like, okay, that's how it works. So he's like, all right, now I need you to show me how to attach a video to an email. And I'm like, okay, sure. You have to click here and then, you know, drag the attachment on there. And like, how do you forward an email? It's like this. And he's like, okay, well, how do I add multiple people to a forwarding? And I said, okay, well, it's simple. You just have to add these people. You know, you want to add Bill, Sean, and everybody else. He's like, okay, I got it. And I'm like, what are you trying to do? What's all this been for? He's like, I saw this really cool video. And I'm like, what was it? It's AI porn.
I look like shit, but...
It is what it is. And so, yeah, my dad came over to tell me that Twitch shadow banned me. Is that right?
What the fuck is going on? Are you guys seeing him?
Yeah.
Everybody sees you.
I got 21,000 viewers right now.
I know, I saw that. I thought they were crazy.
Like, you look at some of these girls down here. Some of these girls get shadow banned. Because
yeah, well, big surprise.
Yeah, big surprise, right? There's so many different random things. Let me see if there's anything else.
Well, what a shithole.
What a shithole?
It's just like the whole fucking house. It's a shithole.
I'm getting rid of the drawers, the cabinets.
Oh wait, don't get rid
not...
of those yet, because I need something I can put hanging folders in, and don't get rid of that because it's full of shit.
Well, I'm not gonna just
and stuff.
Right? I mean,
no, you got to empty it out.
Yeah.
You would just empty it out into the goddamn garbage, and
95% of it, yes.
No, yeah, I know you would, and so I want some of that that stuff, and then I'll just throw it in a bag for the Salvation Army or something. Where's the boxes? I'm gonna bring the box up here. I'm gonna bring the goddamn box up here.
No, I'll go get them.
Today is the day. Today is the day. How long have you guys been waiting for him to do the unboxing from like last year? Holy shit!
Okay, all right, I'll go get them. I'll go get them right now.
Yeah. Comes over and picks me up and brings me over here. I couldn't even walk through his living room to get to the shitter. And I said, I'll tell you, if I'm going through here at night and anything gets in my way, I'm throwing the shit out of here. So, so he cleared me a path, bitching all the time.
I didn't bitch all the time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, right.
Every step of the way. And, so, is that all you're bringing up? Go get another box. Go get another box. Big box. Okay, here's something from Angel Luffman in Scotia, New York, if you happen to be watching.
I just overheard you. You can't say the people's names.
Oh, I can't?
No, that's
why
really...
didn't you tell me that? I know about your name, but,
yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, now I know. By the way, that sound is for shit, and quit turning to your right, because I can't hear you.
The sound is still fucked up. I need to get a new mic.
Yeah, you do. And you gotta quit. You keep turning to your right. If you're going to turn to your right, move the damn mic over so it covers you both when you're facing forward and over turning to your right. I joined swore in at 12 o'clock noon on February 28th, 1968. And the same day I got my draft notice to report for but I was already in. Mm-hmm. And which was after a little bit of a fight. They didn't take me in at first. I joined the fucking Army in 1968, tests going on, and they turned me down.
Why?
Section 32. When you go through processing, they have you bend over, spread your cheeks, do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so they had this guy next to me, and they have you touch your toes, and he's doing this pathetic stuff, and the sergeant walks by. And he says, hey man, the sergeant didn't see me. And I said, well, so what? And he said, well, I can't touch my toes. And I said, okay, this guy's some kind of weirdo, He said, yeah, right. And he said, no Jew can touch his toes. And I said, what? And he's got papers like this high of doctor excuses for like 20 reasons why he can't go in the Army. So he said, call the sergeant. This guy keeps pestering the fuck out of me. So I said, hey, Sarge, this asshole says he can't touch his toes. Sergeant comes over, try to touch your toes. Good enough, you're in. Yeah, so they just blow him off, and oh man, this guy. Okay, well, I got all these other, and that's when he showed me those paperwork.
Yeah.
And he had it in a little folder and everything, And he was from Miami, I think it was. And so we get all done. We go through all the line, blah, blah, blah. We get to the end. And there's this big, fucking huge guy like Lowell, that kind of stuff, in overalls, just crying his eyes out. He's from South Georgia. He'd never been off the farm. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. So he was in the line. You're not in, they put it. So I walk up there, and the guy, I see this Jewish guy. And he said, well, hey, how'd you do? I said, I passed. And I got in the line to pass. He said, let me see your record. And he looked down. He said, no, you didn't.
Oh, no.
I said, yeah, I did. It says accepted up here. And he says, no, that's for the eye test. And so I read this little print, and it says eye test. I said, fuck. I thought I passed all this time.
Yeah.
So he says, no, look down here. And there's two little fucking tiny boxes. One of them says, is qualified for and is not qualified for military service. And mine's checked, not qualified for.
Why?
And I say, my question exactly, John. I mean, I said, well, in my exact phrase is a little bit different.
Yeah.
I say, well, what the fuck? I mean, what is this? And so I look down, and it's got like 4 things listed that are wrong with me. One of them is pes plainis, which is flat feet.
Okay.
Because I have had my feet run over. By then it was only 2 times. Later on, it was 4 times.
Damn.
But each foot 2 times. But so it kind of flattens your feet out after a while, So and then so they blew that off, and something else, and they blew that off, and so another thing they said, who cares? We need guys. We need bodies.
Well, why is having flat feet just a problem in the military?
I don't know. I always heard that, for World War II and all.
Was that why they declined you?
No. They passed that.
Oh, okay.
They don't give a shit. I mean, you can't walk? Okay, get over there in that truck or,
Yeah.
I was going in to be a tanker anyway.
Of course.
I was not going to be humping a packer. I did that in the swamps in Florida.
Yep.
I knew how that went, and and with all these morons that you're in there with, holy shit. I mean, these guys are as dumber than those fucking dumbbells. I mean, oh my God, their brains have the penetrability of those weights. So, and you want to be out in the fucking field with them? No.
Hell no.
And so, and besides, I was enlisting, and when I went to enlist, he said, what do you enlist for? I said, well, I don't know. So he had those little dial things, so he dials to, how about admin? You'd be perfect for admin. You got really high scores and all. And I said, no, I didn't go in the Army to fucking be a clerk. And so he goes to artillery, and he gets to armor. And I says, armor, what is that? He says, tanks. I thought, that's
Sounds
it.
awesome.
I've always wanted to drive a tank. That's it. He says, tanks. And he said, no, you don't want to sign up for that. I mean, you're joining up. You can sign up for anything. And I said, yeah, I've always wanted to drive a tank. I'm driving. I told you the tanks along the DMZ story. So, I said, this is it, So I said, I joined up with a combat MOS. What are you doing? So I looked down the list, and the last one is Section 32. I look over there, and the list goes down to about 17 or 18. Then it jumps to the bottom line, Section 32, psychiatric. And I said, oh, great. I want to be denied entry into the Army for, whatever they... I forget whether it was still 4F or whatever it was for, medical reason, and explain that for psychiatric reasons in the middle of the war, And so there was this captain's office there Carrera, I think his name was. I still remember some of these names. And I walk in his office. I threw those papers down. I said, what the fuck is with this? I said, I joined the fucking army and you turned me down for, I didn't talk to any shrink.
Yeah.
And how you saying I'm fucking, psychiatric reasons? I mean, this is really fucking pissing me off. And so he calls in this sergeant, a big beef motherfucker. And, I keep an eye on this guy, step back from my desk. And so he looks at my record and he says, well, I don't know. He said, I don't know how this got marked on there. I said, well, what the hell kind of place is this? And so he says, well, I'll go and check on it. And so they had me come back. I had to make another trip up there to see a shrink, and all the army shrinks were taken up. And so they had to see a civilian shrink. And he said, this guy's qualified. As a matter of fact, given his personal background and all, he's actually highly qualified, well qualified, and probably good material for going to Vietnam.
Good.
And I'm saying yes. And so, because that was the whole point. Growing up, you have plans, I knew I would have a beard. I would smoke cigars. I would ride motorcycles. I would be a truck driver. So
you were a real bad dude back in the day. Still are a bad dude.
Well, I'm such a weenie now.
Really?
That's disgusting. It's not that I put up with shit with anybody.
Yeah.
But
do you think your son's a weenie?
he isn't in the game.
Oh, okay.
He's not in the game.
He would. Well, first of all, he saw what happened to me.
Yeah.
And with the neck damage, and you take a few baseball bats in the neck, a few 2x4s in the back, and the neck and the head, and and nobody has ever knocked me out. This permanent sore right there.
Yeah.
It used to be, the hairline was down here. You used to not be able to see it.
No way.
But when I got that, I was in I think it was a Marlin Inn or someplace in St. Pete, and we were drinking. And we walk in there, and it's like, totally dark. Can't see shit. So you got to let your eyes adjust. You've been in bars like that. And so my eyes adjust, and I see it's a whole bunch of these old fucks. And St. Pete was a retirement capital of the U.S. back then. It was like the elephant burial grounds for old people here in the U.S. And so, and there they are, drinking, and carousing and shooting pool. And they got these old floozies with them, the old barflies, and, all their nips are pointing south, and everything, And, oh, man, so we're looking around, and I'm kind of joking with this guy. So this dude overhears me, and he takes a little offense at this. And he turns around, and he had his mixer there, was a Coke. And it was the little runt bottles, from back in the day, the real thick ones. And so he had that sitting there with his drink, and I don't know, we had words, and so I'm not worried about this guy. He's a little taller than I am. He's an old guy. And he whips that thing off the bar, and whammo! Hits me right in the fucking head here.
What the fuck?
Busts the bottle over my head.
Yeah.
And right away I start seeing the twinklers,
Yeah.
I don't know, you ever been hit that hard?
I have actually been hit that hard before, but I believe I was knocked the fuck out.
Oh, man, I was hanging on the bar, man.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of, I wasn't sitting on the stool. That can be hazardous.
Yeah.
You want to be ready, So I kind of leaned back against the stool, against the bar, and I'm saying, I go, hey, man, and I can see him kind of through there. And I said, hey, that's rude, dude. And I'm just trying to maintain and stay upright.
Of course.
And this guy, he's holding a bottle. He says, holy shit, did you guys see that? I hit this fucker on the head with a Coke bottle. He busts it, and he's sitting there mouthing off still. And I said, well, I'll kick your ass, and I'm doing all this shit. And because I always wore full cleated boots. I made my own cleats on my boots out of truss plates. You know, they used to put trusses together. Well, I draw an outline around my boot, and so my whole heel was cleated. And then I put a couple of spacers in there, and then put another, you know, there's a double cleated boot. Man, I mean, I taught Zach never to kick anybody with your toes. You break your fucking toes or you hurt your feet.
True.
You know, it's always the heel kicks, you know. Never hit big bones.
Don't hit big bones with little bones.
There you go.
No,
And so,
one of the only times that I've ever seen my dad actually disappointed in me, because like you taught me how to use like every kind of weapon or use anything, how to kill things, etc., is you were disappointed that I was bad at throwing a knife.
yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, but he kind of made up for it with the axe.
You want to say something before we go to Ollie, Alexander, and Owen?
Give me one
Yeah,
sec.
I want.
So sometimes, like, obviously, like, you know, Miz or XQC or Soda or somebody will, like, go around and look on Twitch to see what everybody else is doing. And so XQC opened up my stream a bit ago whenever I was watching this. And obviously, like, his viewers, whenever they see him do that, they will type his name in my chat. And I usually try to ignore it because sometimes it can be annoying, and I think it annoys those streamers too. I don't mind people watching my stream. That's totally fine. My dad just called me to tell me that he was watching my stream and Hassan's stream and XQC's stream, and that XQC was watching my stream.
Yeah, guys, this is me, Asmongold, guys! Guys!
How you doing?
Yeah, hanging in there for an old guy.
Yeah, that's about right.
How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm getting ready for the release. It's coming.
What's that about the bar fighting? Oh man, it must be my favorite thing.
What, getting in bar fights?
Well, I bet you're sorry now. No, I'm not, old. You fucking bad bitch. And
A lot of fireworks too. Like, me and Lowell stocked up on a lot of them because we try to take them into school and sell them.
oh
and
yeah,
they cracked down on it because people kept lighting them off in school.
guess who?
Yeah.
That was because my buddy threw me the thing, and it was.
Oh, you guys lit off
lit it.
fireworks at school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were in class. A buddy of mine lights a fucking is an M80 or the old real cherry bombs.
Yeah.
I mean, these things were powerful. They weren't like these pussy things you got now.
Yeah.
And I'm standing. This thing's got about a 3-second, 5-second fuse. So I just tossed it out the window.
Yeah.
Went under the Spanish teacher's window.
Oh yeah, didn't she like?
Oh, she went fucking nuts, and she came over there and screaming and it scared the fuck out of her.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet you her panties were yellow. Yellow
Yeah.
and brown.
Yeah.
It goes. Two colors go together nicely.
It was like, it'd be like 5 people in the pool. Lowell just whip his dick out and start pissing in it. And like, he'd get mad that people were offended by it. He'd actually get mad.
Oh, he'd make a big splash.
Yeah.
He was a big boy. He is a big boy. I bet you he goes 300 pounds now.
I think it's probably closer to 4.
Dad, same shirt. Now, this is your old shirt from when you were like
Really?
13. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You remember?
Yeah. Oh, I tore it.
Yeah, and I say, it says one that's got a good backing.
Never had known really what was going on in the game. Like, let's
You
be
tell them how
honest.
you used to throw yourself on the floor when you would lose something, and eventually you start losing because you'd be playing too long, and you wouldn't stop, and then they throw yourself on the ground, and they said, "Come on, Zach, just shut it down for a while." No, I can't. I love this game. And crying.
Well, it's like the first time you watched me play PUBG, like, you immediately understood that game way more.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you
Oh,
were telling me what to do.
Call of Duty. I like that.
Whenever I
I'm
run.
always up for shooting people.
Yeah, I don't think you ever watched me run people over with the truck and shit.
Oh yeah, well that was also one of my favorites over in
Yeah?
Remember I tagged that guy out?
Yeah. Yeah, you told me about that.
Fucking Arvin, South Vietnamese first sergeant. I was
You know?
so lucky.
Yeah.
The officer, the captain that was with
Yeah.
him, was my old CEO from tank school,
Yeah.
and he's the one where I got in trouble for stabbing that guy.
Oh, yeah.
But they couldn't find a knife, so because I mailed
Yeah.
it back to your Uncle Gary
Yeah.
in a toothpaste box.
Yeah.
I was born in '47.
All right.
I'm proud to be a boomer. introduce
right.
the world to be in love. No, I don't have more hair than he does. I just know how to hide it better.
All right. Well, I'll see you later. Yep.